Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I am going to be telling you, is it worth reading 60 books in 60 days? And I'm also going to be showing you all the books that I read during the challenge. It's just going to be a quick wrap up because obviously you've already seen me reading all of these, my thoughts, my ratings, and I don't want to bore you with all of that information again. So I'll just do a quick fire wrap up of telling you what books I've read, and then I'll explain to you my opinions about having to read 60 books in 60 days and is it really worth it. So first off we have Unteachable, then we have Darkly Dreaming Dexter, Wild Eyes, The Striker, Fallen Too Far, Onyx Storm, Hello Stranger, My Dark Romeo, The Breakup Tour, Good Boy, That Kind of Guy, If Love Had a Price, If We Were Perfect, Hex and the City, Consider Me, Radio Silent, Cross the Line, I Was Born for This, Lightlark, Wretched, The Burning, Roomies, Loveless, Twisted, Cross, Breakaway, Pucking Around, Play With Me, Bridgerton, The Viscount Who Loves Me, Dating You Hating You, Emma, Dearly Devoted Dexter, Dexter in the Dark, Dexter by Design, Dexter is Delicious, Double Dexter, Dexter's Final Cut, Dexter is Dead, Wild Side, The Crash, Need Me and Make Me, Fangirl Down, The Third Wife, Good Gone Bad, One Dark Window, The Murder Room, Love Me Do, Lost and Lassoed, Happenstance. As I'm filming this, I currently have a week left, so I'm going to put in the clip now of what I read during the last week. So, now for my thoughts, and do I think it is worth reading 60 books in 60 days? Generally, no. I wouldn't say it's worth it in a sense. I mean, it was a fun challenge to do, but honestly it's unrealistic. So I would definitely say that it is a good challenge, especially if your goal is, like me, trying to get books off of your physical TBR. Generally it isn't realistic and it probably isn't really worth it because it can be stressful. I'm lucky enough that I am a fast reader and I do have a lot of free time, and obviously not everyone else is in the same situation as I am. I also read The Boyfriend, I just remembered. I did find myself a lot of the times getting behind and then I would catch up, and then I'll get behind again and then catch up, and when I was behind I would definitely stress myself out, and like I said, it really isn't worth all the stress. I say read at your own pace. Eventually you will get books off of your physical TBR, but it was definitely very helpful. So I say if you think you can do this challenge, I say go for it, but there's also different versions where you can read 30 books in 30 days or even 7 books in 7 days, and you know, it's fun little challenges like that. But I mean, if you can do 60, I say go for it. It is definitely a fun challenge. Just know that it isn't that serious, you're challenging yourself. I would also say make sure you are prepared, because I kind of decided that I wanted to do it and just went into it and it was going great. I'm just going to preface one thing, it was going great for me. I was actually doing really well, and then I started getting behind and then I would catch up and that wasn't bothering me. But unfortunately I started to struggle, I think it was like week 3 or 4, and that was because I just didn't want to read. Now I don't know if it was a reading slump generally, I don't know if I like burnt myself out with all the reading that I was doing, or I did start to struggle like mental health wise, so I don't know if it was that either, and so I can't really like vouch for it if like I did generally burn myself out. I suppose I'll figure it out once I have took a little bit of a break after reading 60 books in 60 days. I'm not going to take much of a break, but what I mean is I'm not going to be reading a book every single day. At least that's what I hope, because that pressure was definitely a lot. But like I said, it was still fun, but generally I wouldn't recommend it to people. I wouldn't, you know, say this challenge is amazing. It all depends on the person. If you think you can do it, I say go for it. It's fun. Just go into it a little bit more prepared than what I was. But otherwise, I would say it's worth it for getting the books off your physical TBR, but it's not worth it mentality wise, if I must be honest. But I just want to preface again, I did find it fun. I wanted to do this challenge. I challenged myself, and I am a very determined person. I do not like to lose. I am very competitive. If I have my mind set on something, I have to complete it. Like I said, depends person to person. But those are my thoughts. I think I've added everything that I want to say about my opinion. If I have any more opinions about is it worth it or anything, I will definitely leave all my thoughts in the description below if I've forgotten anything. But for now, I think I have covered everything. Thank you so much for following along on my 60 books in 60 days challenge. I appreciate everyone who stuck around, especially through the ups and downs, especially of the videos, because I swear they got worse and worse each week. Like, the first one was great, started off perfect. I was ready for this challenge, and then slowly you could see me slowly starting to lose it, especially with the like recording as well. I think the challenge itself, you know, is hard enough, but then adding filming onto the top of that as well can also be a little bit difficult as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you have missed the 60 books in 60 day challenge and you'd like to follow along. I will leave the link in the description below for the playlist. Leave this emoji if you're watching till the end, and I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye.